I am Ignacio. Today I'm going to show you how to get to Stoddard Falls. Coming from Los Angeles on the 210 freeway, when you get to Claremont, exit on Baseline Road and make a left turn. On the next traffic light, you're going to make a right turn on Padua Avenue. Stay on Padua Avenue for 1.8 miles. When you get to Mt Baldy Road, make a right turn. Stay on Mt Baldy Road for 6 miles. This is a very beautiful scenic drive. I made a video for my other YouTube channel that is called On My Way to Adventure. Click on the link to watch it. It's a slow version, so you can enjoy it. After you pass the second tunnel, in about 1 mile, we're going to arrive to our destination on the right-hand side. Today is June 12th of 2026. Why do I tell you the date on my videos? Because it's very important that you know that the creeks and the rivers are always changing. And this time, the rock pool next to the waterfall is not deep enough to slide from the waterfall. I'll show you later on. We got here about 11 in the morning and all the parking lots were already full. So we parked here, which is about 1/10 of a mile before the main entrance. Later on, I'm going to show you the other possible parking spots. We walked all of these, and here on the right hand side is where we're going to make a right turn. And across the road, there's also more parking. Please make sure you read all the instructions and all the posts about parking, because that's a big problem here. Don't get a ticket. Be careful. Right over here on the left hand side, there's another parking spot, which is the official parking lot. And that's where the trailhead starts. That's where we're going to start hiking. But before that, I'm going to show you one more spot where you can park. To park on this parking lot, you will need a National Forest Adventure Pass. It is $5 for 1 day or $30 for 1 year. You can buy it at sports stores, 7-Eleven stores near to the mountains, as well as gas stations. I've been here many times and actually made a couple of videos about the place, and people are still telling me that they cannot find it. That's why I'm doing the video with as much information as possible. That way you will find it. Hope you like it. Subscribe to the channel and activate the little bell. Thank you so very much for your support. This is where we park, which is about 1/10 of a mile before the main entrance. We walked through the road and then we made a right turn. Today's hike is about 3/4 of a mile total, with about not even 100 feet of elevation gain. So in terms of distance and altitude, it's not a lot. That's why it's considered to be easy to moderate. The moderate part comes because of the terrain. I'll show you later on. There was a police presence here. They were giving tickets away to the people that park in double lane or were blocking driveways, so please don't do that. Up ahead over there is where the main entrance to the trailhead is. If you go to the left on that trail, it will take you to the creek. If you want to come here and bring the kids to play in the water, that's a perfect spot. It should take you 5 minutes to get there. We're going to continue on this abandoned road for about 10 to 15 minutes. That over there is right next to the last parking lot that I showed you at the beginning. It's a good place to bring the kids. Please do not come here during the winter time or the rainy season. This place becomes very, very dangerous. Please be careful. If you park over there, you can just follow this trail and it will connect you to the trail that we're on right now. Eventually, you're gonna hear the sound of the water through the canyon. This is the spot where you can get access if you wanna slide through the waterfall. We're gonna continue that way later on. And over here is the access to the creek. Right now, I do not recommend doing it because the rock pool is not deep enough. But this is the spot where usually people go down if they wanna slide through the waterfall, the shortcut. Eventually you're gonna get to this part. It's easy to recognize because the road is all destroyed by the erosion. Over here is where you're gonna go down to the creek. We're gonna cross on that side, and that's the best part to go down. Some people go down here, but it's slippery and also very steep, so please be very careful. I recommend that you bring shoes with a good grip and that you can also get them wet because there's no way around it. You're gonna get wet for sure. On the description of the video, I'm gonna leave a link to a store where you can buy your backpacking, camping, and hiking gear. Thank you so very much for your support. Or you can just buy me a coffee if you like. This place is very beautiful. I like it a lot. But today was so special because someone very important in my life was with me. This is my son, Sebastian. Thank you so much for coming along, kiddo. I love you. Once you reach the creek, you go to the left against the current. It should take you 15 to 20 minutes to get to the main waterfall. It also depends on your skills and how much time you spend swimming or taking pictures. Now, if you want to find out what's on the right, last time I was here, I made a video for a longer and much more difficult route with less crowds. Click on the link to watch the video about it. So there are a couple of spots like this one that are a bit sketchy. Be very careful because the rocks are very slippery. I highly recommend that you come prepared and that you know what you're doing. This is what I call it, the moderate part. I know it's a short hike and pretty much an easy one, but this spot and another one ahead is what makes it a bit harder for some people. So please know your limits. Even though there are ropes all over the place, sometimes there are not, and you also have to be extra careful because sometimes they're kind of loose. Don't trust them so much. You see how the water looks beautiful? When the sun hits the water, it looks way more beautiful. On the way out, I will show you the difference. So if you want to get the best pictures and videos, the best time to come here, it's in the afternoon, around 12:30 to 3 p.m. That's when the sun hits the water and you get the best views. I will show you later on. We have arrived. This is it. This is Stoddard Falls. This time is not so deep like last time I was here. It's about 4 or 5 feet the deepest, I think. So be very careful. I would not recommend diving or sliding from the waterfall like before on my previous videos. This is the perfect moment to show you the difference. How it looks if the sun is not hitting the water and how it looks when it does. Big difference. I recommend you bring goggles, that way you can see under the water in case you want to dive, and also it's much more enjoyable, at least for me it is. Later on I will show you how it looks underwater. I've been here many times, and this time I saw a lot of people and I realized it's now on Google Maps. I want to say thank you to some of my followers that saw me and recognized me. If you see me, come say hi. So thank you so much, Estela and Letty, for watching my videos, and to all of you too. Whenever I go to a place where there's water, the most common question is, are there any fish? And this image will answer your question ahead of time. Let me know in the comments if you see the fish. Share this with a friend you want to invite to come to this amazing place. Have a great time, be safe, and please leave nothing behind. Take all your trash with you. Thank you. My favorite places to hike during the summertime is rock pools. Wherever there's a river or rock pool, I like to go, enjoy it, film it, and share it with you. I have a playlist of many places like this one, just as beautiful. Click on the link that is going to appear at the end of this video to watch them. Thank you so very much for watching my video and your support. Until next time.